go through just some more mobility activities that you can do at home. We're doing a lot of sitting around lately with everything that's going on, but just in general, these are going to be some really useful mobility drills just to keep your ribs opened up, to keep your shoulders nice and loose, and just to feel good overall, okay? And they're all ground-based, so you don't have to worry about getting up, getting down, getting up, getting down, all right? Make sure you just have some floor space, and you are good to go, all right? So the first one we're going to do, we're going to start off, excuse me, in a hands and knees position with a nice flat back, all right? So you don't want to be rounded up, you don't want to be hollowed down too far. Find a nice flat back position, nice tabletop. You're going to keep your elbows straight, and you're going to take one arm, let's start with our right arm, and you're going to reach your right arm underneath your left, okay? As you reach underneath, don't bend your left elbow, just allow your torso to rotate so that your shoulder is dropping down, and you'll feel the stretch really where you need it most. Some people will feel it behind the stabilizing side, that left shoulder and upper back. Other people will feel it behind their right shoulder because that's getting lengthened out as well. You're going to hold that stretch for a good 30 to 40 seconds. Making sure to breathe during this period. You don't want to just hold your breath for 40 seconds. That won't last long. Make sure you breathe and relax. We're trying to get everything to calm down and allow for some motion. Then you can unwind from that and you'll just reach through to the opposite side. Make sure that elbow is staying straight. We're just twisting through our upper back and shoulders, getting into a good stretch through our upper back, shoulder blades, back of our shoulders, ribs. Okay, so once you've done that on each side, you can repeat that 3 or 4 times until you feel nice and loose. Okay, from here, you're going to sit your rear end back towards your heels. As long as your knees can tolerate this, you want to sit back as far as you can, and you can walk your hands forward and allow your head to sink through. So open up your entire back of your shoulders, down into your tailbone. You're going to maintain this forward position. You can go for about 15 or 20 seconds with your arms straight off, but then after about 20 seconds, let's walk our hands off to the left. You get a bit of a side bend, and you'll feel the shoot down that right side into your ribs a little bit more. Kind of settle in and feel where you need that stretch. Once you've gone for about 20 seconds on that side, then you can walk your hands back across to the opposite side. Never really coming up out of this child's pose position. Hips are back by your heels, arms are elongated, and try not to twist too much with this one. This one really wants to be more of a side bend to each side. Then back to center, and then you can come up and take the pressure off of that, and then repeat the whole pattern. You want to sit back, reach forward for 20 seconds, off to the left for 20 seconds, and then off to the right for 20 seconds. Okay, that would be considered 1 repetition. You can do 3 or 4 repetitions of that as well. Taking the time to breathe, relax, and allow for some lengthening. Okay, so now you can just take that hands and knees position and you're going to lie on your side. So you want to lie, you can have your knees tucked up so that your hips are nice and stable. The arm that you are lying on, we're going to work that rotator cuff a little bit. So we're going to lie on that side. You're going to bend that elbow so that the forearm is now vertical towards the ceiling. You're going to keep that elbow bend consistent, and you want to allow that arm to fall back, preferably getting flat on the floor without you moving your torso around. Okay, you shouldn't have to arch and twist. You just want to find a nice flat position for that forearm on the floor. Once you've held it there for about 10-15 seconds, you can pivot that arm up over and try to go the opposite way. See if you can get that forearm to the floor on the other side. Mine's not going all the way down today. Okay? Just a little tight through that shoulder. So once you've done 10 or 15 seconds to that side, then you're going to pivot up and over and come back. And we're going to keep alternating. You can do 4 of these, right? 10 to 15 seconds, depending on how fast you count, to the back. 10 to 15 seconds to the front. Once you've done 4 on each side, or excuse me, in each direction, I always misspeak. Right, 4 in each direction. 10, 15 seconds each. All you need to do is just sit up, flip over, and we're going to do the other arm. So we'll see if one arm is better than the other. Typically it is. You'll have one arm that's a little more flexible than the other. So knees are in front, hips are stacked, elbow is bent. We're going to let it go back first because it's a little more used to that and comfortable with it. Good. Once we've gone about 10, 15 seconds there, now we're going to come up, over, and down in front. And it's not getting a whole lot further on this side than on the other, but it is a lot more comfortable. My right shoulder doesn't mind this position and this attempt as much as my left shoulder did. My left shoulder felt very tight, and I may not have had much more or less distance, but it was definitely a much more comfortable position. So once we've gone each way, 4 times, then we can take it, and we're going to turn onto our back with it. So you're going to turn right onto your back. Knees are going to stay bent. This is where you want to think about your low back position. Okay, you don't want your back arching tremendously high off of the floor. Right? I shouldn't be able to get my hand in there. I should have a nice flat back position on the floor. Knees are bent. I'm going to start with my arms kind of above me, allow them to fall out. So I'm in a T position, nice and flat on the floor. Once I get that T position flat, now I want to bend the elbows to create a W. Okay, so as soon as I have that W, depending on how flexible your shoulders are, your hands and wrists may not want to be down on the floor anymore. Okay, so you're going to try and flex your hands up towards the ceiling and focus on getting your wrists and forearms flat on the floor, squeezing those shoulders back behind you. If you can maintain this position pretty comfortably, then you can challenge it with a little motion. So you can slide up into a Y, and then tuck it back down to a W. Slide it back up to a Y, tuck it back down to a W. As long as your wrists and forearms are on the floor, they work within any range that is comfortable for you. Okay, now that you've got that mastered, okay, and you can get about 10 slides. It's all about keeping those wrists and forearms down. Now that you've gotten that mastered, from this W position, see if you can turn one of those arms over now. Okay, it moves a lot easier in this position. My shoulder blade can assist it a little more. When I'm lying on my side, I'm holding my shoulder blade in place with my body. So once I'm on my back, that elbow can stay bent, and I can just pivot at the shoulder a lot more easily than I could on my side. So this is another good position to work through that rotation. Okay, 10, 15 seconds in each position. On one side, same thing. Yep, still a little tight on that left side. Okay, but definitely a lot better than it was when I was lying on my side. And continued practice allows it to continue to improve. It may not be perfect, but that's why we start with these and we attempt to improve over time, not on day one. If you've done both arms pretty well, let's try, if you've done each arm individually, let's try doing both arms. That could change the whole ball game as well. Keeping those wrists as straight as you can tolerate. There you go. A couple more. Pivot those arms. Awesome. So now while we're here, let's keep those arms out to the side for a little balance. And we're going to take it right into our posture a little bit more. Instead of just all the shoulder, let's loosen up our mid-back and our spine a little bit. So while we're on our back already, you're going to bring your knees and feet together, and you're going to just let your hips pivot off to one side, keeping your knees and feet completely stacked on top of each other, going as far as your hips will allow, while your upper back is flat on the floor. Okay? If our shoulder and arm come up, we went further than we could tolerate, so don't go that far. You want to allow your hips to rotate, keeping your knees and feet stacked together, while that opposite shoulder is still down on the floor. Not about the hand, it's about the shoulder. Okay, same thing, about 20 seconds to one side, 20 seconds to the other. Making sure we're taking deep breaths, right? Deep, relaxing breaths to allow for some motion to improve our knees are off to our right. Let's just take our left arm and bring it with it. So now that we are completely on our side, arms are kind of pinned together, knees are in front. You're going to keep your legs still, and you want to open up your posture to swing that left arm up, over, and back, trying not to let your knees separate. This can be pretty challenging, okay? Our hips really like to move with our torso because we do it so often. We don't think about it, and therefore our body just finds little ways to cheat. So we want to create specific rotation through our spine. So let's take our right hand to hold our knees down and together. Now our left arm can focus on rotating up, over, and back, and our knees really can't go anywhere. This is going to limit us. We aren't able to get as far as we would otherwise if our knees were helping us cheat, but we're getting the motion where we want it instead of where it feels like being. So we're really just going to take a nice big breath in, and a big exhale out. You might feel just with that exhale that your shoulder dropped a little more closely to the floor. Big inhale again. Big exhale out. Every nice cleansing breath, you feel a little more loose, a little closer to the floor with that shoulder. Big breath in, and then out. Nice. Bring that hand behind your head, and unwind from that twist slowly and comfortably. Big breath here. Good. Take that pressure off. And now let's try that again on the other side. Let's see which of these sides likes to work better. So lying on our left side, you're going to go knees up in front. Let's start with arms out in front of us. You're going to bring that left hand to hold your knees together. You're going to take your right arm, you're going to lift it up, over, and allow your chest to turn towards the ceiling. Try to get that shoulder to go to the floor. Nice. There you go. This side, at least for me, moves a lot easier than trying to rotate to my left. And that's a little odd. I'm right-handed, so figuring that a dominance would cause me to rotate left a little more frequently because of completing tasks with my dominant hand. It's interesting that I have easier rotation in the opposite direction. I must be overusing something. So these types of stretches just allow you to see those little asymmetries and loosen all that up and get it back to a nice homeostatic position. Since we can get further on this side, or at least I can, instead of taking a deep breath here, I'm going to close it back up. And I'm going to take my hand, put it behind my head, so that the length of my arm is not my dictating factor on how far I'm getting. I'm going to open up, really focusing on shoulder and elbow getting to the floor instead of my hand and forearm. Nice. Big inhale and exhale. That's a better stretch. Big inhale and exhale. Awesome. And now you can take the pressure off of that. So going through those 3-4 times on each side. Probably 4 or 5 deep breaths on each side is really going to be a good enough time frame to get some relaxation and get some lengthening. And working your way through that pattern is just going to allow everything kind of from the waist up to feel a lot looser. You might be able to breathe a little deeper and just feel better. Okay? We really want to focus on feeling better these days, mentally, physically. Take this time and use it wisely. Don't just sit and think about the negative things. Sit and try to improve as much as you can. Okay? And that includes how well you move. Alright? Thanks for watching, guys. We'll see you next time. Bye.